Hello and welcome to our beginner tutorial on Tinkercad, a free online CAD tool that makes it easy to create simple 3D models directly from your browser. We're also going to show you how to build a simple toy car from scratch, and we'll prepare it for 3D printing and show you exactly how to simulate it live. To get started, open Tinkercad.com and sign in to reach your main dashboard. In the top right corner, click Create and select 3D Design. Your Workspace will open, showing an empty project and its work plane. This represents the ground plane where you will build and modify all your 3D models. Before you start modeling in 3D, configure your project settings by clicking Settings in the bottom right corner. Here you can switch your measurement units to metric, or enlarge the workplane grid if you need extra room. On the right panel, you have a library of standard 3D shapes. Click on a box, cylinder, or pyramid to drop it right onto the ground plane. To inspect your design, hold down the right mouse button and drag to orbit around your models, or use your mouse wheel to zoom in and out. Now let's start building the body of the toy car. Instead of using a standard box shape, we can select Extrude Sketch and draw the body directly. Click anywhere on the preview to enter sketch mode. On the left panel, grab the Line tool and click to place connected line segments. If you make a mistake, simply press Backspace to delete the shape. Just make sure your drawing forms a completely closed shape, or Tinkercad won't be able to turn it into a 3D model. If you want smooth curves on your car body, select Edit on the left. Select any anchor point, change its type at the bottom, and adjust the curve using its handles. You can always press Ctrl or Command and Z to undo any changes. When you are happy with your outline, click Finish Sketch in the top right corner. Tinkercad will instantly extrude your 2D sketch into a 3D object. You can always double-click the design to return to sketch mode and continue editing it. To add the wheels, use the Extrude Sketch tool directly on one of the side faces of the car body. Start by sketching a square, which we can easily convert into rounded circles with the Edit option. Click Finish Sketch. The wheels will look like cylinders because the extrusion is too high. To make the wheels hollow, head to Stroke Settings at the bottom and adjust the stroke value. Whenever you click an object, the Properties panel on the right allows you to adjust its extrusion depth, size, or change its color by clicking Solid. In the top right corner of the Properties panel, you'll find two buttons. Click the Hide button to make an object temporarily invisible and unselectable, giving you a clear view of your work. When you need it back, simply click Show All at the top. You can also use the Lock button to lock an object so you do not accidentally move or change it. How can you position your shapes with absolute precision? When you drag an object, you move it along the flat X and Y axis while holding its height steady. For more precise movements, use the arrow keys on your keyboard. The object moves according to the snap grid settings in the bottom right corner. A smaller grid gives you finer control. You can hold the Alt key while dragging any shape to duplicate it. You can delete items with the Backspace key and undo actions using Ctrl or Command and Z. When you select a shape, several control nodes appear. Click and drag the black arrow at the top to raise or lower the object from the ground plane, or drag the white nodes to reshape it. To get exact dimensions, click directly on any measurement, type in your value, and press Enter. You can also drag the curved arrows to turn your shape to the exact angle you need. Now, let's add two simple holes to represent the seats. Select Extrude Sketch and draw two rectangles on top of the car body where the seats will be. If you leave these as separate objects, moving the car later will leave the seats behind. To lock them together, hold down the Shift key and click each object to select them all. If you click Union Group, Tinkercad merges the selected objects into a single solid shape with one set of properties, such as color and size. This is not the right one for the toy car, so select the object and choose Ungroup to restore the shapes. At this point, with all objects selected, you can use Bundle Group instead. This option allows you to group the objects while keeping the unique properties for each object in the group. You can use these grouping tools to cut the seat holes into the toy car body. Let's ungroup the entire object and place those two seat shapes inside the car at the exact depth we want. At this point, select those two seats and click Hole. At this point, select those two shapes along with the body part and click Union Group to subtract the box seats from the rest of the toy car body. Only once the shape is fully completed can you select all the objects again and group them using Bundle Group. Whenever you need to edit the shape again, simply ungroup the object, make your changes, and group it again if needed. You also have several useful tools available in the top right corner. Use Mirror to flip the object, and the Cruise tool to place the base of an object, even if grouped, onto another base. Use the Align tool to precisely align two objects. Click the black handles to choose the position, using the object highlighted in blue and orange as a reference. How do you save and export your project for 3D printing or laser cutting? Tinkercad projects are automatically saved online and listed in the Tinkercad dashboard, which you can access by clicking its icon in the top left corner. From here, you can open any project and click Download to save it. For 3D printing, export as an STL or OBJ file, or choose SVG for laser cutting. What happens when you test your shapes inside a real-time simulation? In the top right corner, head to SimLab, an environment used to simulate objects. Click any object to adjust its material. If the object is grouped, the material is applied to the entire group. You may need to ungroup it first to apply different materials to each part. You can also open scene settings to adjust the project workplane settings, including material, gravity level, and simulation scale. Use the player in the bottom left corner to start the simulation and click on the preview to throw objects. You can pause the simulation and return using the sidebar at the bottom. Objects that are not grouped may fall under gravity during the simulation. To return to your original workspace, click Reset Scene on the right. Now let's take a look at the connectors in the bottom right corner. These are very useful for applying dependencies between axes and objects. The toy car should move in the direction defined by its structure. In this case, select the slider connector and rotate it to the correct direction. Then, connect the first orange node to the object that should move along that direction, and launch the simulation to see the result. If you connect the second blue node to another object, it acts as an anchor and defines the reference direction of the constraint. Let's run the simulation to see how this works. For other types of connections, make sure to check our link in the video description. Hey, thanks for watching today's tutorial. Don't forget to visit our YouTube channel and our website for more beginner-friendly CAD tutorials, AI guides, and we've got many other creative tools for you there. See you next time.